Hey guys, today I'm going to be doing a compression check on the Z3M. I already got the spark plugs removed. That was super easy. Everything is, I love it, out in the open, easy to get to, and accessible. But I already did the compression check on the first cylinder and it was 170 PSI, which I don't know if that's good or bad. I'm going to have to do some research, but I'm just going to see how consistent the compression for all 6 cylinders are going to be. Right here, guys, are going to be the old spark plugs. But, I mean, they're Bosch, which I think, well, I don't think, but what I read online is the best shit you can get for the BMW. But what I got from AutoZone was the NGKs, which is, you know, a fucking Japanese or import spark plug. So obviously it's completely different, but this is a, what did I get, a iridium plug, which is probably the better ones that they got at AutoZone. But I'm just going to run these for now, since they didn't have any Bosches, and we'll see how well they do. But hopefully I'm going to be getting new ones when I supercharge the car. I'm hoping in the spring. Okay, so to do a compression check, obviously you got to have all the spark plugs out. I disconnected, I believe this is for the ignition system. I took that out. I'm hoping that's what it is. I didn't see any sparks or nothing when I cranked it. I took the fuses out for the fuel pump. There was 2 of them because I don't want to be putting in fuel when I'm not going to be burning it off. And I got the gauge from AutoZone. It cost 50 bucks, which is honestly a little bit high. You can probably pick them up for like 20 or 30 from Amazon. But you just screw it in, and then you crank the car like 4 to 5 times, and then it just captures the compression after the several of the cranks, and then you just come out, ride it down, and then you can bleed off the pressure by pushing this little like blow-off valve kind of thing. But let's set it up for the second cylinder, and then just kind of show you guys what to expect. So right here we got another pressure of 170 for the second cylinder. So I'm just going to go down the line of all 6 cylinders and just see how it is, and I'll tell you guys the results when I'm done. Okay guys, so obviously in my opinion the compression looks pretty good. I mean, the weakest one, or the lowest one I should say, is number 4. But from what I read online, as long as I guess you're within 10% of, like, between the highest and the lowest, you're fine. So 10% of what is it, 170 is 17 PSI, so we're probably about half of that, okay, which is good. So I'm gonna do some research and see if this is good for the condition of this engine, like the mileage and all that kind of stuff. And I'll let you guys know in the next day or 2 on what I find out. Okay guys, so the results on the compression test was surprisingly not that bad after the research I did online. So number 4 cylinder was going to be the weakest one. It was at 160, but from the research I did, 145 to 160 PSI is, I guess, the minimum compression you should have. So that is kind of on the tail end. But from what people said on the forums and stuff after I was trying to get people's input, they said that it's surprisingly good, so that's good news. I'll probably have to do a leak test later on just to kind of see why number 4 is bad, whether it's the valves, the rings on the piston, just kind of pinpoint maybe what is causing that low compression, and maybe try to fix it later down the road, or kind of prioritize the modifications of the engine. But if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. Please like, subscribe to the channel. But if you got anything else that I could do on the M-Roadster, let me know. And as always, we'll see you on the next video.